my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definitely wrong to me. Cause I'm tryna have you. My time, get on my time. Cause I got the time to waste. Lose that time, lose right now. Back up every word you say. Just look at me. My time, get on my time. And you give me all your way. Lose that time, pull the track down. Back up every word you say. Every word, every word, every word, yeah.
Balance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys have been having an amazing week so far. I have, and I hope, like I said, you have as well. Today in the Sit Your Fuck Awation room, we have someone that has not been here in a few years, actually. We're going to be talking about Supa Cent and her discussing the turmoil she's going through with her son, Trey, which is one of her two kids. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Supa is the CEO of the Crayon Case cosmetic line. I'm not quite sure of the situation as far as where her line stands. I'm not on Instagram the way I used to be, so I'm not sure if things are still going. I do know that she does have some of her products now in other stores like Walmart. Yeah, see, her website is still up, but it doesn't look like the name is there anymore because what popped up here is a My Shopify name. So I don't know if she still, has the control that she had at one point over this industry or what. But whatever the case is, she's the CEO of the Crayon Case. We've seen her shoot. She's been around social media since Vine, and she got famous for her little stories that she used to tell about her relationships and stuff. When I first learned of her, she was actually dating, I forgot the dude's name. I know he was in prison. Get him, get it, get up, or somebody. Anyway, long story short, she has a son that is now a teenager, and she came online talking about the struggles that she's been having. There is a young lady who has all of the clips in one video, so we're going to check out her discussing parenting her son Trey, and we're going to give commentary on it. So I saw another video also where people were saying, did she tell too much and did she go too far? So we're going to look at this video and then from there we'll make our decision to answer that question. Before we get into that though, we're going to get into acknowledging our Mish MObb member for this episode. Our Mish MObb member is Angel Flower. Angel, thank you so very much for being a supporter of the channel. Thank you so very much for not only supporting the channel, but commenting, being a subscriber, and all the things. Guys, you can also support the channel by becoming a subscriber to our channel. Of course, liking the video, turning on your post notifications, and being a member of our Mish MObb official membership, which starts at just $1.99 a month. You can go to our main YouTube channel and you'll see join right next to the subscribe button, and you can get more information about that there. You can start out though by hitting that like button. I'll give you a few moments to do so.
that's fine for you. I do that 3, but
So like I said, we're going to be talking about Supa Cent today. And I actually don't think that's spelled right. I think it's Supa Cent. But anyway, let's jump on into this commentary. We're going to look at this first video. It will give the details of Supa talking about what she's currently going through with her son. You know, Supa just got married. This is a picture of her in the wedding dress. Now, I remember her and Ray went public. Ray is the dude that she's dating. Yeah, that was his name, Ray. They had some kind of exchange on the interstate there in New Orleans. Next thing you heard nothing else, and then just recently it came out that they are married. So that's what I know about that. Now, the understanding is that Ray was physical with her, so this is something that her son has experienced. Also, not only was Ray physical, she went through a relationship with Lewis, which is her little girl's father. Now, no one said he was physical, but I mean, her son has been there through all of the turmoil her life has went through, the ups and the downs. So we're going to start out by saying that. And for some kids, depending on the situation, that could be a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the video and get to the rest of the commentary. Come on, guys. All information. Let's go.
Nobody but me. My husband told me, his daddy told me, his stepmama told me. I can't blame nobody. Listen, when Phil picked up, Phil left his house at like 11 something at night to come pick up Trey. Phil told Trey, if I ever hear you talking to this woman like that again, I'ma fuck with you. And that's what I respect, because who the fuck do you think you are? If I ever, he said, the way you hurt your mama's feelings, if you ever hurt your mama like that again, I'm gonna fuck over you. And I don't know why Trey think these niggas not gonna rally behind me. My husband gonna rally behind me. Your daddy gonna rally behind me. Like, stop playing with me. What is your problem? I'm your mom. All that talking back, and when Trey daddy talk to him, Trey don't speak, don't peep. You're not gonna hear a sound out his mouth. When Trey is talking, Trey is quiet as kept. Quiet. But when I'm fussing at him, it's I'm trying to talk and I'm trying to tell you what I'm saying and you over talking me, you just said, like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I don't get it. Why when I talk to you, you got so many things you want to say, but when your daddy talk to you, you don't got nothing to say.
I'm gonna say this. First of all, I feel like he does that, number one, because he can. I mean, let's be real, because how many men has, or excuse me, let me say this right. How many times has her son seen her arguing with somebody? She done argued all on the internet, off the internet, through the internet, just everywhere. All these men that came in and out of her life. She done took all type of shit off of them. So in his mind, he's probably thinking, shit, I guess he one of the others, you know? Although he is a child, but still. You have to be careful of the picture that you paint for your kids. They fall in line most of the time.
Right.
And I find it interesting that she didn't try to buck up at him or whatever, because she used to be the type that talking about she will fight dudes. But yet she didn't say, she didn't get physical with her son and he's disrespecting her. Like, to me, that's real interesting.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Trey job here is to keep his room clean and to wash the dishes and take out the trash. That's his only job here. That's it. Keep the room clean. I did your room as minimal as possible so you can keep it clean. I didn't clutter your room. I didn't put buku shit in your room. I did it that way so you could keep it clean. It's not that much in there. You got one sofa, you got a bed, you ain't got no nightstands, you got one dresser, you got a computer desk, you got a TV, and you got your own bathroom. I put this less stuff in your room so you could keep it clean. Your job is to keep your room clean, wash the dishes, and take out the trash. That's your only responsibilities. That's it. Not to mention, I made him wash his school uniform. So Monday morning come around, we wake up, I'm telling him to put on his uniform. He go to the dryer, uniform soaking wet. I said, why you didn't wash your uniform? I did. I pressed dry, but it didn't dry, so it's not my fault. How the fuck is not your fault? Your clothes not damp, they soaking wet, which means you never click dry. And you didn't even sit there and wait to see it dry. Like, you didn't even wait to see if it started. You just really sat there and pressed the button, it didn't start, and you walked off. So now, you was late for school on Monday because your clothes was soaking wet. Then when I tell you about it, you getting all mad and you taking out clothes, and he took out all the clothes out of the dryer, put his uniform in the dryer, and left the wet clothes on the fucking floor, bro.
Now, this sounds like a kid that doesn't usually have that responsibility. That's my question. Is this washing clothes thing, something that he does all the time? Or maybe because you have other things going on now, you've asked him to accept more responsibility and he's not doing well at it?
So you're gonna take out all the clothes, leave some clothes on the floor, and only dry your school clothes? Oh, so fuck out all the clothes. Not to mention, I catch him on a game. Hold up. I catch him on a game. I said, let me go walk in his room and see what he doing. Which phone's on? I've been helping Leah with her homework and her schoolwork because I wasn't doing that with Trey when he was their age. Trey was doing it with his grandmother because I was working. So I take real pride in helping Leah with her schoolwork, helping Leah with her words, helping Leah with everything dealing with school. Like, I'm hands-on with her schoolwork, right?
Okay, so what I hear in what she just said is, I take pride in helping Leah. I spend a lot of time helping Leah. I didn't do it with Trey. Now, she did say she wasn't able to do it with Trey because she was working. And during the days that she worked, her child stayed with her mom. That's what we just heard, right? But for a child, which I'm referring to Trey, to him, you doing for her what you didn't do for me. So that could be something to explore there for her.
So I told Trey, I said, my specific words was, don't.
Well, I hate when people do that. Specific. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be rude or nitpicky, but damn.
Take me helping Leah and try to not do your work because I'm not on your ass about your schoolwork.
My question is, why are you not on his ass about his schoolwork? You couldn't help him as a youngster, but you can now. Yes, you are able to do it for Leah as a youngster, but he's your kid too. Yes, he's older, but now you can give him what you weren't able to give him before. That's one of the luxuries of leveling up in life, right? You've grown up, you're financially stable and all the things. So why aren't you helping him as well? Now, maybe your help to him is just spending time with him while he do his homework if you are unable to do it. But still, do it.
You're 16, I shouldn't have to tell you to do your homework. I shouldn't have to tell you to do your project. I shouldn't have to tell you to do anything with school because you're 16.
Okay, and that's fair. But all 16-year-olders, aren't built the same.
Leah, I have to help her. I have to pull out her stuff. I have to do whatever it is with Leah. But you is of age for you to take care of stuff on your own. I shouldn't have to ask you. When we get home from school, you leave your book bag in the car. I asked you. I said, do you got homework? He said, no. I don't need my charger. Okay, but so boom. So we so I told him, I said, you know, I've been super hands-on with Leah with her schoolwork because I didn't have that time with Trey. You know, when Trey was 6 years old, I was working a lot. I was doing a lot of shit. So I'm super hands-on with Leah with school now. Because, again, like I said, I missed that with Trey. So I told him, I said, don't take me as helping Leah with her work as me and thinking because I'm not checking on you. That's me not worrying about you because I ask you every day, do you have schoolwork? Do you have homework? Do you got a test to study for? Do you have this? Because when we get home from school, you leave in your backpack in the car. They have no school Thursday and Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 5 fucking days, right? 5 days of me asking, do you have schoolwork? You kept saying no. And I said, let me go see what he's doing in his room. Tell me what he said.
Trying to see all this right. Been there for days. Fuck out my party, bitch.
No, it's not about the cursing, but listen.
This is her son in his room. It may not be about the cursing, but that may be part of the problem. That it ain't about the cursing because he's still 16. If he's talking like an adult, he feels he is an adult, right? And yeah, kids curse as when they're young, not around their adults, but it's just how she handled that. Like she should have addressed that just because he's not grown yet. You want him to act adult or more mature, but you don't care about certain things he do that's adult and more mature, but he's clearly showing you that he ain't more mature and more adult. He's still a kid in a lot of ways. He's just a spoiled kid because he is blessed to have more than most.
Listen.
Man, damn. I'm gonna do this project.
You gotta do what?
Why you recording me?
You in here cursing, fuck out your party and all that.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's all.
Tell me you gotta do a project. How much project you gotta do? You wait till the day before school to do this fucking project? Now my thing is, it wasn't even about the cursing. Boys curse on it.
Okay, so she's saying it's not about the cursing, but my thing is, you are clearly not in touch with what's going on in your child's classroom. Even high schoolers have that little parenting app that you can know what's going on in the kids' room and all of that shit. I mean, maybe you need to get more involved, love. You want to say, I don't want to do these things for him because he's grown. Because he's older, but you really maybe need to do those things. Maybe he needs to be reparented so that he can understand that he matters too.
I don't even care about that. That's why you got your own room over there. That's why you way up there by yourself. That's why you got your own space. Because boys curse on game. I'm not even tripping about that. You wait till Sunday night to do your motherfucking project before school. After I've been asking you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, do you have schoolwork? What he kept saying? He ain't got no work. He ain't got nothing to study for. He ain't got no. So you wait, and not just that, but you go text your stepmama and ask her, hey, can you print out this paper for me? Why the fuck you didn't ask me? You know why you didn't ask me? Because you knew I would have gotten your ass if I would have found out that you had work to do and you didn't do it because you've been spending all your fucking time on this goddamn game.
Okay, but you the mama. You want him to be grown as your child. You want him to be responsible for washing his clothes. You want him to act accordingly when it comes to homework, which most kids don't, especially teenagers, especially boy teenagers, especially privileged teenagers. That is not what they do. I mean, maybe you are asking a little too much. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the comments. In this particular situation, how would y'all feel? How would y'all act?
You've been spending all your time on this game. Not only have you spent all your time on the game, you've been having the same clothes on for 3 days. So you go days without taking a bath. Then when I said, why you taking a bath? Oh, because I don't stink. Says who, nigga? Who told you don't stink?
Yeah, maybe she shouldn't have told that part. She could have had us listen to what she got going on without telling us her son ain't taking no bath. Like we yeah, no. She ain't have to do that. I get that she is somewhat transparent, but she ain't had to do that.
Who the fuck told you don't stink? Oh, I've been inside all day. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You're 16. Nigga, you get funky. You been in your room for 4 days on the fucking game. No bath, no shower, eating in your room. I go upstairs, check in his room. He got fucking shit all in his goddamn trash. And it's one thing, trash and garbage is two different things. Trash and garbage is two different things. You got trash, you got garbage. Garbage is when you got a plate with food on it. That's what garbage is. Garbage is when you got a plate with food on it. So that means you're going to have nets, flies, and all that in your room. Go to your bathroom, you got towels all on the floor. Like if I'm telling you, keep your room, all you got to do is keep your room clean, wash the dishes, and take out trash. What's the problem? Then when I tell you, you going back and forth, or this, that. Okay, babe. Okay. Took his game, took his PC. He got attitude. I'm on FaceTime with his daddy. He keep going back and forth with me, back and forth, yelling, loud, this, that, and all that. His dad on the phone like, nigga, is you stupid? Oh, I'm about to be on my way. Granted, we live 30 minutes apart. You made your daddy get out the bed at 11 something at night, and your daddy works 12 and 16-hour shifts. He had to come pick you up because you don't know how to do your fucking schoolwork. I didn't went and bought you games. I didn't bought you a whole new monitor. I didn't bought you headphones. I didn't bought you a webcam. Everything Trey say he want, he get. Nobody else's room is done but your room. Nigga, my bathroom not even done.
Now my question is, this math ain't mathing. Did she just move or something? Because she's saying ain't nobody room done. He off over there by himself. Now the house she was in for quite some time. Like she bought that early on, during her first millions. So what am I missing? Cause it don't seem like the way she's talking is like she just moved or something, because she's saying the house ain't done or something. So I'm trying to understand, because some here don't seem right.
Got no room. No, and Dallas ain't got no room. Trey the only one in the house that got a full operating room. You just getting everything you want. Don't.
Why, Supa? Why is he getting everything that he wants? It's almost like you feel obligated to do this. But why? Is it because you're not giving him the physical time? Is it because you're so busy with Leah and this new relationship? Is that it? I mean, I don't understand why he was the one. Why his room is finished before his sister's, or vice versa. All the kids' rooms should have been done at the same time, and then after that, you do your room. Hell, quiet as it's kept, you a rich bitch. Remember you said, so why everybody's shit ain't done? I'm confused. And is this not the same house she was in before, y'all? Tell me in the comments if y'all know if she moved recently.
Don't want, need everything. And you can't do what you're supposed to do. You gotta get the fuck up out of here. Oh yeah. You got to get the fuck up out of here. That's what you gotta do. You ain't getting shit from me. Nothing. Then his daddy get here. His daddy first time he wanna sit in the room. He said, bro, you got it made in the shade and you can't take care of your shit. You can't do your stuff. Like you got all this. And you can't take care of your shit. And Ray basically saying, I keep rewarding bad behavior with, I keep rewarding bad behavior. He was like, Trey think just because he could pass grades and he could pass classes and stuff, then he don't got to do it. He was like, why would you give him a room with buku games and all that? Like, what you think he was gonna do? You thought he was gonna do his work? You thought he was gonna take a shower? You thought he was gonna clean up? No, he gonna stay in his room and be on the game all day. You got him a game, you got him a PC, you got him 2 monitors, you got him headphones, you got him a webcam. What the fuck you thought he was gonna do all day?
Yeah, he was gonna do what he was doing.
I was like, you know what, you're right. Raven said I was Phil shouldn't have came got him. He said I should have just took everything from him and let him sit in the room with nothing.
That's true too.
That's what said.
Because
even Phil said me
he gotta go, he gotta get out. Why? That's your fucking son in your fucking house that you fucking raised. But yet when shit get tough, he got to go. So you showing him a pattern with your other relationships. When shit got tough, the man had to go. But now you got this man that supposedly was physical with you. When shit got tough, y'all got married. I don't know. I just feel like it's something with that. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And let me know if you feel like I'm barking up the wrong tree with that. And how do you feel about the fact of the father coming to get him?
Him go by his daddy is not a real punishment. He have to be here with nothing. He got to come here and not have nothing to really like see that he ain't got shit. Cause granted, he gonna go by his daddy. He gonna be punished over there, but he gotta be punished here too. And you know what, they right. Would that be my dumb lame ass giving him everything he want when granted he wasn't supposed to even have the goddamn game back once he got caught with that vape? By right, he wasn't supposed to have shit. When you got caught with the vape, not to mention come to find out the vape was his.
So the fucking boy is smoking, he ain't bathing, he ain't doing homework, he just on the game. That's a lot going on here.
His daddy get here, asked to see the vape. His daddy said, this my vape. This nigga stole my vape from my house and bought it for your house. And you didn't let me hop on, you didn't let me tell people that it was for your friend. So I'm thinking your friend setting you up when you really setting your friend up.
But why you had?
I didn't say this your friend, babe. And not only did I say it privately, but I said it publicly enough to get your friend in trouble. And it was really for you.
Super, you didn't have to tell nobody business if it was his friend's vape and people know who his friends are. You kind of doing a little too much. Like whatever you got going, something needs to be private. This is your child in your home, and this problem is really yours. Now we understand that you come out here with stuff and you are talking about it. Okay, great, fine, but goddamn, you ain't had to tell everything. You ain't had to tell that the boy ain't bathing. So now, you know, kids at school can be talking shit about him. You ain't have to tell that he vaping and stuff. Like some things, especially if it's other children involved, that kind of was too much going on.
Oh, you got to get the fuck up out of here. You got to get the fuck up out of here. Instead of you being honest, you won't wait till the heat on for you to tell me that was your babe. And that's why Brie always tell me, stop buying shit for Trey. Why you keep buying Trey this? Why you buying Trey that? Why you doing this for Trey that? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? You don't deserve nothing. Literally, like, you don't deserve nothing. Nothing. You didn't deserve to go to Houston. Should go to Houston. You didn't deserve no game. You didn't deserve no PC. You didn't deserve no fucking monitors, no headphones, no webcams, no keyboard. You didn't deserve nothing. You didn't deserve nothing. And I just be giving it to you because I want you to experience things that I didn't have. But you don't deserve it. And if I keep giving to you, what you really gonna work for? Nothing. You ain't gonna work for nothing because I keep giving it to you. So I'm basically around here raising a bone. Then pissed me off. Then when you get mad, you talk to me how, and I ain't gonna say talk to me however you want, but just to always like be combative with me and argumentative with me, you don't do that with your daddy. And I don't
Baby, this a lot. She done called her baby a bum. He just 16. Damn, he got 2 years to get his shit together. He a kid that clearly is going through something. Wow, like, you ain't have to take it that book.
appreciate that. When your daddy talking to you, nigga, you be quiet, you be hush, you listen. But when I'm talking to you, oh, you gotta get your point across. You gotta, oh, like, you're not listening to me. And I'm telling you this, and you're not listening to me. You're not let me, like, I just gotta be the dumbest bitch in the world. It's a race day. Race day ain't gonna make him get a job. It's like you getting everything. His thing is, oh, but I'm passing, you know, because 1 year Trey was going really, like, the 9th grade year, Trey did really bad in school. Really, really bad. Like, you know, last year he was on an honor roll. He doing good this year. So his thing is now is, oh, but I'm passing school. It's not just about passing school though. It's not just about passing school. Like, you got responsibilities. You got responsibilities. You gotta have the responsibility, especially when your only responsibility is to keep your room clean, wash your ass, and wash the dishes. Wash ass, wash dishes, wash your room. That's your only responsibilities. You can't do none of them. You can't do that. I gotta go upstairs and clean your room for you. Like, y'all, Trey be stressing me out. Last night was very tough for me. I got into it with my son. His daddy can't pick him up. And it was so hurtful.
For what? I'm just asking.
Now she's talking about this, and that's her daughter sitting next to her. To me, she already doing, again, too much. If she taking her daughter to school, take that baby to school. Let that child stay a baby and deal with this shit or talk to your people after she at the car. She shouldn't even know what's going on.
Trey don't want to listen to mommy. I'm sorry, I didn't know you was listening. He's stressing me out. I can't think clear. Trey don't know how good he had it. He don't understand how.
And see, she felt like because she's showering him with this, that, and the third, that he's supposed to bow down and be some perfect little saint. He's just a kid that is spoiled and used to getting his way. So now he's to the point that he feel like he can do what the fuck he want. He been doing it. You say he had bad grades, so clearly you spoiled him through the bad grades. You spoil him through the good grades. I don't know, Supa.
How blessed he is. Trey got a lot of things that he do not deserve. Out the whole house, Trey room is the only room that's complete. Nobody's room is complete. Knowing that room not complete, their room not complete. The Trey room is all the way done.
Why is that? It's like she trying to throw money at a situation. She's trying to throw money at this kid to just, everything's all right. I'm gonna get him what he want and he gonna be good, and I can go on and live my life almost. That's kind of how it sounds.
In my room. I took care of a room. I took care of Trey's room before I took care of anybody else's room. And that was crazy because I should have taken care of these little kids first. But me trying to make Trey comfortable and me wanting Trey to be inside and not always want to be outside and in the streets and at parties and this, that, which I don't mind him going to, but I know how dangerous parties that's become. And I try to give him everything he wants. He said he wants.
Now this is my thing. We just seen the room. All he got is damn lights, a bed, and his game. Like, you did what? Like, she act like she done rebuilt a part of the house and did some kind of special customizing. I just don't see that. What am I missing?
Be a streamer. I invested in his streaming journey. Said he wanted the box. I invested in his boxing thing. Everything Trey said he want to do, I'm giving it to him. And that's even if he don't deserve it. And I am not appreciated. I'm not.
Are you trying to buy?
As soon as something don't go his way, he being disrespectful. He talking back. That day he took something out Ray's hand when I told Liz she couldn't have social. That pissed me off. And not only did it piss me off with Trey, but it pissed me off with Ray because I felt like Ray should have said something. I can't keep chastising Trey by myself. And it pissed me off with Trey because you gonna take something out Ray's hand because I said no, but you don't do that with your friends. You don't even try to be that macho over your friends when it comes to my rules and my respect. And what I said, y'all can and can't do. But you want to do it to my man? To your stepfather? Who's helping me raise you, take care of you, do for you, who only want the best for you, but you didn't say. The level of this.
So there's a respect thing here. And apparently Trey is probably feeling that he's feeling that maybe that this man is being put in before him.
Respectfully saying he would never do that to Nate because Nate gonna put him in his place, and I always respect him. Phil gonna put him in his place. Phil has to come pick up Trey and tell Trey the way you talk to your mom, I'm gonna get you for that. The way you got your mama stressed out, I'm gonna get you for that because he do not understand how stressed I am. Now I got that in a whole week. Stressed out behind myself. And I can't blame nobody but me.
So guys, that's the first video. It does sound like it is on her, but it sounds like that there is something going on behind the scenes that she's missing in a major way. Now, this is, we're going to look at one more video, and this is a video of another young lady. Now, what I am going to do is I'm trying to understand how she bought a house back when she made her first million, right? She was with Lou at the time. And for some reason, she's talking about this house not being set up. So I'm not understanding that situation. Like, I'm not understanding how the house isn't set up and she's had a house. So either she recently moved or something. So I'm going to get to the bottom of that because I don't understand why she would say her house is not fixed. But anyway, we're going to jump over to this other video. This is from a young lady that was on, her name is Elisa Marie TV. And she was talking about this situation with Supa as well. So let's jump over here and see what she has to say. Because this, I just feel like it seems like Supa is almost like she feels like money was supposed to make everything good with Trey, and she didn't have to parent him, and that's not cool. I mean, it's just not. So we gonna look at this. Let me get this picture together for y'all real quick. Because I want y'all to be able to see her face better. Here we go.
My opinion is a perfect example of what I mean when I say that y'all don't view y'all's children as human beings. Y'all don't view them as individuals with their own thoughts, feelings, emotions, opinions, viewpoints, so on and so forth. You view them as extensions of yourselves. Because y'all genuinely convince yourselves that your children have to be okay with everything you do all the time simply because they came from you. That they have to feel what you feel, they have to view things the way you view them, they have to have the same opinions as you, they have to have the same outlooks on life as you. And the reality is they don't. A lot of times they won't. And y'all's kids be y'all's bestie boos, they be y'all's besties, y'all's twins, y'all's best friends, right up until they hit the age where they start forming their own opinions. Then all of a sudden you don't really fuck with them no more. Now all of a sudden they're disrespectful and they're this, that, and the third. And I don't doubt the fact that there are probably a multitude of ways in which Trey is being disrespectful, but what I refuse to accept is that he's being disrespectful out of nowhere for no reason. Trey is Supa's oldest. Trey has...
That's true. It's something behind the scenes working here. And what she needs to do is get to the root of it. And that'll help her figure out not only what's going on, but how to deal with what's going on.
Has watched Supa go through everything that she has gone through in life. He's watched her seemingly fall in love with any dude who shows her the least bit of attention. And he's also...
Damn, girl, did you have to say that though? Not the least bit of attention. Mm. Y'all, that was deep right there. That hit deep right there. And I'm just thinking about the relationships that she's had. I mean, they just are ends, not real niggas or young niggas, just regular niggas. And that's the truth.
also watched her take back and marry a man who was physically abusive towards her. And that was physically abusive towards her that she then took back and married. Or maybe they were already married and she just decided to stay with him and not divorce him. But either way, the result is still the same. That's when the not viewing children as individuals comes into play, because y'all automatically assume that just because you forgive that bum ass man, that means your children have to automatically forgive him too. And
Right.
they don't. And the harsh truth is, the same way they don't have to forgive that man is the same way they don't have to forgive you either. In my opinion, it doesn't seem as though Trey's being disrespectful out of nowhere. It seems to be a direct correlation between Supa Cent's relationship choices and when Trey started being disrespectful. I feel like it's less about Trey being disrespectful out of nowhere for no reason, and it has more so to do with him unfortunately having to experience the jarring feeling that is coming to the realization that you cannot count on the one person in this world whose entire job it is to protect you. That is a very jarring feeling. People in the comments are saying that Supa married that man and Trey wasn't invited to the wedding. And some of you were in the comment section like, oh, well, the wedding's not about the kids. The wedding's not...
Whoa. I'm going to be honest with y'all about something and a little transparent here. I had a family member that got married, somebody very close to me, and I wasn't at the wedding. I wasn't invited nor uninvited. I didn't know about it until it already happened. Now, this is a very close family member now. Man, when I tell y'all that shit ate me up. And it not because I felt excluded. It was because of the position you put me in as your family member. Because now it's going to seem as though I didn't give a shit to be there and I didn't even care to do something nice for you because I wasn't there. Their thing, now they told me about it and they were so excited and I was just supposed to be so happy for them. The fuck? I wasn't involved. What the fuck I care for? And that was my whole attitude. That is very personal and intentional that her children was not at her wedding. Why the fuck not? Y'all, that's a lot going on right there.
About the kids. And I just can't wrap my mind around how some moms can convince themselves that they can continuously bring different men in and out of their child's lives while also simultaneously believing that they shouldn't have any say-so in it because they're not involved. How are they not involved when you're constantly bringing men in and out of their lives, in and out of the home they live in? I understand wanting a child-free wedding in the sense of like, I don't want all the aunties and the uncles and the cousins who were invited bringing all of their kids. I I do feel as though the bride and the groom's children should be involved in the wedding, considering the fact that this wedding is supposed to signify and symbolize all of us coming together as one union. You mean they don't need to be involved in the wedding when this wedding signifies their home life being altered yet again? It keeps bringing
permanently
up all the things that she's bought for him, which I'm glad she is, because now y'all are finally getting a front row seat as to how your children don't give a fuck about what you've got in the bank.
And don't.
Yeah, they'll accept the gifts. They'll take the clothes and the shoes and the toys and the trips and the this, that, and the third, but they don't really care about it at the end of the day. It's not the end all be all. It's an extra added perk. She's sitting here talking about, oh, well, the real issue is Trey doesn't view my husband as a father figure. He views him more as a friend. Yeah, maybe.
So he just views him as a dude. He doesn't view him as a parent. That should say a lot to you. That should speak volumes to you, Supa.
Because that man's not acting fatherly. A real dad doesn't put his hands on his children's mother. Why would Trey view that man as a father figure? Honestly, I think Supa's kidding herself by even saying that Trey views the man as a friend. Because why would you want to be friends with a man who whoops your mom's ass? On the side of the interstate, some people are saying, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Yeah, children tend to get disrespectful when they realize that their parents are perpetual teenagers. People are talking about how Supa said the husband told her that Trey needed to get a job and he needed to do this, that, and the third, but the people are also saying that the husband don't even got a job.
The fuck? Hold up. Now, I seen another video when Supa talking about Ray gotta go work 12-hour shifts. This is a lot because here's the thing. You are married to a regular dude, but you are not a regular female. Okay, you brought this guy in, you upgraded him. He was your little pet project again because she did the same thing with Lewis. Now, then as soon as it didn't work in her benefit, she took everything from Lewis and basically put him back on the street and disrespected him. So she did the same thing she saying her son did to her, but now she mad because it's on you. What's that saying? It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. You raised him, Supa. So you got to take what you showed him was acceptable from one person to another. And if he looks at you like a grown, or should I say adult child, he feels he's equal to you. You have not always established a level of parenting. Hell, I'm sitting here looking at TikToks now that you guys have done. That's just how it rolls when you don't treat your children in a way that y'all have clear boundaries.
Trey don't view that man as a father figure for the exact same reason he doesn't feel the need to respect Supa anymore. Y'all aren't giving him a reason to. Getting up here and blasting him on the internet when he's old enough to get on the internet and see it is not going to do you any favors. I could save the comments talking about, oh, well, that's her job to post on the internet. I thought her job was to make makeup that looked like crayons. Maybe I've missed a few chapters too, to be honest. It's hilarious to me how some of the same people who sit up here and act like it's no big deal for these influencers to get online and blast their children to millions of strangers on the internet, the exact same people that we see moaning and groaning and crying and complaining about how their mom used to call their aunt and talk about their business. You didn't like your mom keeping your business in the family, but you're going to turn around and act as though it's completely normal and okay for a parent to get online and blast their child's business to strangers on the internet?
Yeah, and she done said the boy don't bathe, he's a fucking pothead, and he's a bum. This is what she said in her video about her fucking kid. Like, goddamn. I mean, that's a lot to come back from.
Open up the door for strangers on the internet to talk shit about your child? Parents do that shit because deep down inside they know that they have failed their children. They want strangers on the internet to validate them so they can feel less guilty about the decisions that they have made.
Oh my God. That was deep right there and big right there.
Talking about, oh, well, he grew up with us watching him. Of course she would update us. Of course she would update us for what? Everything is not meant for the public. But y'all will blast it all to the public, open up the door for people to talk shit about your child. But then once people start criticizing you, then they'll be the same ones to turn around and tell people like me, oh, mind your business. I don't know why you're making a video about this. If you don't want people talking about and speculating on your personal business, then keep your personal business personal. It's always hilarious to me how it's perfectly okay for strangers on the internet to talk shit about your child in order to help validate you and your feelings. But the second people have some criticism towards you, now all of a sudden everybody needs to mind their business. That's not how this works. It's not. Constantly being in and out of abusive relationships and constantly bringing different men in and out of your children's lives and constantly taking back an abusive man and then expecting your children to view you with the same level of respect that they viewed you with before. Yeah, that's not how that works either. The Supa Cent and Trey situation, in my opinion, is a perfect example.
Y'all, she really summed up pretty much anything that we can say in reference to the situation. And she had a lot to say, and those were some very big statements and a lot of truism to have to deal with. And really, she said what I guess I was feeling, but it just did not come together for me. It's like she wants validation. She is putting all this out here as if it's on someone else other than herself. That is her child. But as soon as it got tough, you trying to get rid of it. I mean, but your man is there. You got time for everything and everybody else, but you want to throw money at Trey as a situation instead of a person. So that's what I think, guys. We're going to continue this conversation in the comments because, baby, this is a lot. And I want to know also, why is she saying that only his room is finished, but nobody else's room is finished? What's really going on there? Did she just move? We're gonna get more into that, but in the meantime, let's continue this conversation in the comments. Tell me, guys, if you feel that I'm wrong. What do you think about this last young lady's statement in reference to the situation with Supa? And what do you think about how she has spoken and handled her son? We'll continue the conversation in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Phone to me, 'cause I'm tryna add